In Japan, the country's folklore is infested with yokai, creepy crawly monsters that come in hundreds of sizes and shapes. One popular yokai story is of Futakachi Onna, or the Two-Mouthed Woman. Once upon a time, a miserly farmer was overjoyed with his new wife because she miraculously never needed to eat, saving him a bunch of money. However, as the weeks went on, he noticed that his grain supplies were getting dangerously low. It wasn't until one horrifying night that he awoke to find his wife asleep, but a second mouth on the back of her head was voraciously devouring his food stores. Tendrils of hair continuously fed the mouth more and more rice, eating him out of the house. Meanwhile is absolutely a reference to this story, sporting a demure gaze and one nightmarish mullet. One of the most bizarre supernatural encounters ever reported was 1955's Hopkinsville Goblin case, in which a rural farmhouse was supposedly invaded by a pack of 3-foot-tall aliens. Naturally, since the alleged monsters chose to appear in Kentucky, they were promptly and repeatedly shot on sight. According to eyewitness accounts, the playful yet menacing creatures had small atrophied legs and bright glowing eyes. Bullets seemed to bounce off their bodies and it moved with an erratic swaying motion. There is a small but rabid otaku subculture in Japan, so it's very likely that the Sable Eye's unique physicality was inspired by these creatures. Somewhere deep in the muddy shores, a giant is constrained. A creature so powerful that even its struggles to escape can cause deadly earthquakes. This is the story of Onamazu, the giant catfish. During the Edo period, fishermen claimed that catfish became more active right before an earthquake. This semi-useless factoid evolved into an urban myth that major earthquakes were caused by one giant catfish. Once a terrifying and apocalyptic figure, Onamazu has been adapted in modern times as the official mascot of Japan's earthquake early warning system. Whiscash, the giant whiskered water-ground type, is explicitly said to cause earthquakes or tremors in all of its Pokédex entries. In Japan, Jinx is understood to be a cheap shot at Ganguro, a fashion trend that involves gaudy clothes, unusual amount of makeup, and bleached blonde hair. The most extreme practitioners of the look were labeled as Yamanba, a reference to the legend of Yama-uba. According to the stories, Yama-uba lives alone in the icy mountains and lures wayward travelers into her cabin to devour them. Jinx's unusual eye-psychic typing really only makes sense once you understand the flesh-devouring mountain witch connection. Fox spirits appear often in Eastern mythology. Cunning, manipulative, and able to change their form in order to fool mortals, the kitsune is a trickster in many stories. One bizarre aspect of their lore is how they grow an extra tail every 100 years. Once the number of tails grows to 9, they are said to gain infinite wisdom and godlike power, turning their red fur into a golden white. That's why Vulpix evolves by gaining 3 tails and a change in fur color. I can't believe I got through this whole entry without mentioning Naruto. Ah, damn, there it was.